Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of the State of FEH Podcast. We are on our 46th installment now. I'm your host, DTM, and I'm joined by Oblivion Knight and Joel from Pheology, as always. How are you two doing this fine evening?
Hello. It's been an interesting month for Faye. I think we'll kind of go through that, but yeah, other than that, pretty good.
I always have some kind of clever thing I say, or something I think is clever, and I've got nothing. It's okay. Yeah, the cleverness is gone. I think it's out.
Dang.
What am I gonna do?
Well, I know what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate this auspicious moment in Faye, and that is the 3,333rd day anniversary of Faye's launch. Let's go. We've made it. Why 3,333rd? I'm not sure, but we do have a lot of codes, which I'm really, really thankful for. So I'll take it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I saw people talking about like it can be a Faye channel and stuff, and then they just kind of just dropped this event out of nowhere, which we don't know why. I mean, we didn't celebrate like 1,101, 11 or anything like that. So who knows? But I guess we'll take free rewards. I wish it was 3,000 free orbs instead of 1,000 free codes. But,
that would be nice.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get, I guess.
Are they gonna give us a lot of orbs for the 10th anniversary?
10. So yes.
I guess.
I mean, we might get. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we did get like better rewards for this anniversary, I believe. So
We did definitely.
Yeah, maybe this is a sign that we'll actually continue that trend and get like even better rewards. Don't hold my breath on that though, or like don't quote me on that. But yeah, honestly, it's kind of.
I'm gonna call my shot here. I'm gonna say that this is the second time in the history of the game they're gonna be jealous, or they're gonna be generous, and they're gonna give us 100 orbs on the next anniversary.
All right.
I doubt it, but maybe.
Put it out there.
Clip it, ship it. Joel claiming 100 orbs. Are you willing to bet on it, or are you just gonna put it out there?
Oh, what would we bet? I don't even know. What's
like
a good bet on that?
Or something.
Oh,
Jesus.
That is a good one. Oh,
Okay, Satachi.
You know what? I'll do that. Which one of you guys wants to take this bet up with me?
No, I'm good. That's all you and DTM.
Okay.
All right, DTM.
Yeah, we'll shake on that. If Faye gives out 100 orbs for the 10-year anniversary, I'll give you 5 memberships. Otherwise, you have to give me my 5 memberships. Deal?
Done.
All right. Cool.
Here's me calling my shot. They're gonna say 100 free 5 stars, and it's gonna be all old units you can get for free.
No.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that's a higher chance, honestly, unfortunately.
They're all from book 1 and 2.
Here's 100 tickets, and it'll be on that. Yeah, that'll be what it is.
It'll be like on a seasonal, like half seasonal, and then half like on the arena whatever banner, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh well,
I'm not even taking that bet because it's 100% chance that happens.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen for sure.
Right. Well, I'll be happy 3,333rd anniversary, folks. We've made it. Of course, that's not the only thing that has occurred this past month. We do have quite a few banners and new additions in Faye, although not as much as the previous months due to fairly obvious reasons. And I guess we can start with our latest mythic that has embraced us, which is Mythic Adult Tiki. Guys, it's happening. IS remembers Adult Tiki exists.
Yeah, I guess I was surprised. How did you guys? I was kind of baffled. I guess like it made sense to me once I saw it, but at the time I was just like, huh? Like, wait, what? They just want to get their Tiki out here? Like, okay, sure.
Yeah, I was not expecting Tiki at all in the slightest. I can't exactly remember who I was expecting for our mythic, but Tiki was far from my list of candidates. I did think Tiki personally would be a good mythic candidate in Awakening specifically, just due to like the role she played in that game. But given how like Tiki had been treated, specifically Adult Tiki, I wasn't holding my breath. So yeah.
She's a good addition. I like what she does. I don't. Well, I say that. In a vacuum, I like what she does. I hate that this is directly countering an older Mythic, which is
right.
That's bad game design. But I guess from the selfish point of view, where Loki is such a pain in my butt, I do like that part.
Yeah.
I just wish she wasn't in armor. That's my only problem. I don't like armor supports majority of the time, just because like in order to have roll compression, you have to be able to tank, and tanks just don't last very long, right? Like they typically rotate pretty fast. So especially as a Mythic too, because you're not getting any of the Mythic buffs, right? You're just like relying on raw stats. So that's my only problem with her, and that's why I didn't really go and pull her or anything like that. But I do think the effect itself is very valuable to the meta for both SD and Ether raids, because Loki and Thor have been terrorizing us for years.
Right.
But like you mentioned, like hard counters always suck. Except if there's a hard counter for Heimdallr. I give you permission to do that. You can totally hard counter Heimdallr. I will not complain. I will praise you as the best game designers ever.
Yeah. Hopefully that happens soon. But at least when it comes to Tiki, I do think it was a bit heavy-handed. I will agree. Like, I think it was to like either adjacent or even just 2 range of Tiki, like that protection range. That would have been fine, but 3 range is like really a huge amount of flexibility and protection area, which does like hinder that sort of bonus removal that Thor and Loki does. Although interestingly, it does not remove Nurgle's bonus removal, and that is because Tiki's bonus removal protection only protects against those that happen at the start of turn and as a result of dual/harmonic buttons. And so theoretically, you can have like a new quote unquote Thor type of mechanic where basically you just have like the elite style, but instead of applying undefended, it just steals your bonuses or like neutralizes your bonus or cleanses.
Right.
Yeah. And so like in that way, I think that kind of like sets up like future game design for future units if like IS wants to do that way.
I think you've got your mechanics wrong there, DTM. It says here that it doesn't counter Nurgle because they wanted to make more money by making a skill on melee cast.
I was just about to say that. It's not about mechanics. They said, hey, we can take this effect, split it into 2 different units, and sell it on 2 different banners. Let's do that. And they literally did.
All right. I guess that was me giving IS like being generous to them.
How many weeks apart was it? Like 2 weeks? They were like 2 weeks later. Here's the other half of the skill you wanted. Well, really? I don't know if you wanted is the correct word, but here it is.
Right. Yeah.
Really, DTM is being a good host, and he's just teeing us up. That's
right. Exactly.
But yeah, we'll definitely talk about that skill. But I will say, like, I think one of the things that is hindering Tiki is, as you mentioned, she is an armor unit, and like support armors are not that great, and she herself is not as tanky as I think she needs to be in order to like really like be meta present to the point where like you don't see Thors or you don't see Lokis anymore. Because like in the last SDR and in this current SDS, like Thor is still in the top 10 of the unit's usage data, at least currently right now. And so like obviously this hasn't countered Thor too much, even considering the fact that in SDS, like you have multiple teams, so you could theoretically just ban Tiki or not choose a Thor team, like it's still in top 10 in SDR. And so I think the fact that she is a weaker save does kind of like limit that roll compression and doesn't make it as omnipresent as you would expect.
Right. I think part of it is that armors are in a weak spot at the moment, right? Like just in general. Right. And part of that is just due to Heimdallr, because Heimdallr's snare effect kind of acts the same way as a save does, but instead of losing your save, you just get to like screw them over, like for a turn, essentially, right? So like essentially, snare is the same mechanic as a save for summoner duels, but better. And so instead of going for like trying to eliminate like Thor, what you're really trying to do is deal with Heimdall, and the best way to deal with Heimdall is Thor herself, right? Like that just removes the snare, and then you essentially effectively took away their save. And so like, yeah, until they handle Heimdall, I don't think Tiki will have as much value, even if she is a squishier save.
Right.
Now, if they hard counter Heimdall and we're forced to go back to having saves again, then maybe that becomes more of an interesting dynamic there.
Right.
But at the same time, like, I don't want to say Thor's demand will go down. Well, I guess it will go down, but I don't think it'll be as dramatic, right? Because Thor has historically been in the meta even when saves were dominant, right? So, but maybe it'll put her more in line where she should be instead of where she is currently, where she's still very high usage. Because I do think that is partially inflated by the fact that snare is just such a powerful bonus.
That's true. Yeah.
If you're looking at it in the context of Aether Raids, I think this is a better unit there. And I feel like, and you guys could probably tune in better than I could, but I feel like this is more of an Aether Raids unit than an SD unit just in general.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think it just goes back to my this is my complaint, and for some people they won't care, but the problem I have with any new Mythic is the plus 10 tax, right? Because like I honestly think like if they would just make it so that you could put the bonus Mythic in that extra slot where the scoring doesn't matter, it would fix so much. Because I'd be more willing to pull new Mythics, which I think are cool, right? Like Tiki, and be able to use them. Like, oh, I can use Tiki on my Ike team, and it doesn't screw up my bonus scoring. But now it's like, if I want to use Tiki, it takes up my support slot, my like flexible support slot, right? Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I think that's partly why like I haven't exactly seen Tiki being used, at least in my replays or like watching other people play, is that plus 10 tax, right? Like you're basically forced to use Tiki in that bonus slot, but it doesn't count for any of the slots that are needed, like the bonus or the plus 10 methods or anything. And so you basically just have 2 more units to fill out your team. And that can be a pretty restrictive condition. Now, if Tiki was like a god save or something like that, like you can just like do save ball or maybe like support an Omni tank or something like that. But as far as I'm aware, those archetypes are not as prevalent or as powerful right now in Aether Raids. So unfortunately, that is a little bit limiting to have Tiki on your team.
Yeah.
She is good enough on my enemy phase teams that I will just run 4 mythics and throw her in the bonus slot, and then I'll have my bonus unit wherever. But it's because if a team is relying on Loki, then that is essentially just completely removing that mechanic, and it is very powerful then. But you're talking about premium dollars because premium orbs, because you're having to summon on a legendary banner for this unit, and you have them as not your main team but as a backup team unless you plus 10er, and that's a steep cost.
Yup. Yeah, that I really do think that is like one of the biggest problems with Aether Raids currently. I think it keeps things from like hitting the meta as hard as it could, right? It keeps things kind of stale just because you have that text. I think that's why Baldur and Hothar actually were so great last year. It's because they are defense mythics, so you don't have to have a plus 10 Baldur or Hothar. You just throw them on your defense, and they're working, right? Yeah. When it comes to offense mythics, it's pretty different dynamic, which is it's good and bad, right? Because we've always talked about how good mythics are as investments, or offense mythics, right? And I think that's true still because of that. But at the same time, because they're such big investments, you really don't want to make the investment twice, right? It's like buying a house. You're not gonna, unless you're ultra rich, you're not gonna go buy a second house just like. I like this area now. Right, exactly. Yeah.
Well, the inheritables right now are good enough to where you can take your older mythics and revamp them. There is a killer air build that I want to do for light season. I haven't gotten around to it, but air makes an amazing light dancer. She's incredible in that role. So
yeah,
I would say better than Peony, which hurts my soul, but that's where we're at.
Yeah, someone should make a video called "The Death of the Dancer." Like it.
Absolutely.
Actually,
doesn't that sound like a Zashadow? He does his spooky. Right. That. Tell him to get on that.
There you go. See, I got your title for you.
Yep. Well, is that air build? Is it just like like what type of builds does it use? I'm actually curious about that.
Well, I mean, you've got Uplift on there, which is fantastic, or you can go with just the ones that include the swap afterwards. You can do that. I like the Uplift build better, but you can do then the one I see most is one of the disarms, and the fact that she can go in and swap with someone and then get on one of those tiles, get rid of them, helps with player phase teams a ton, because that can be kind of restrictive. But even for enemy phase teams, most of the time people are going to block off your main spots where you want to set your main tank. And so that can be great. Or you can go pure support and just do your favor skill, and then she's going to support fantastic with that as well. So there's a lot of neat things you can do with air, and the fact that she's a flyer and a dagger gives her a lot of neat, unique things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah.
Flyers are just like, they are eating this year. Like, oh my gosh. It's crazy. It's crazy to see, because like last year Cavs got a lot of crazy stuff, I would say. And then now Flyers, and like, we'll see what next year gets. But Flyer, man, if you are a Flyer fan, you can make any Flyer strong.
Hey, Cavs just got something, okay? We got the new Outcry C skill, I think it was, that denies Nurgle for melee Cavs.
right.
That is a huge buff to them, all right? Let's not...
Yeah, definitely. It's the first thing I'm going to get.
It's got to be infantry. It's got to be infantry next.
Right.
They really need upgrades. Like
they do.
Infantry needs stuff. They're supposed to be the versatile, archetype.
Right.
Like infantry,
right.
And everyone else has more stuff. That's not right.
Yeah. Should be Beast. I'm just saying. I know Beast doesn't need the I'm just saying I asked.
Yeah. I guess that's just the state of the game. Like, Flyers are really, really strong, and pretty much the other archetypes are like in the water, like in that one meme.
right.
Just like trying to breathe air. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of why like Mythic Tiki also is just like not as strong as she is right now, because armors themselves are not as great. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Real quick, for you adult Tiki fans out there, if you're running her as a support in Aether Raids, absolutely do Strat Flame 4. It gives her mobility, and the mobility that it gives around her, it's a lot of fun. That's a great skill to have on her.
Yeah.
Strat Assault. Sorry, Strat Assault.
The C skill,
you can pick it off of Edelgard.
Yeah, you guys went quiet, and I knew I said something wrong.
I was trying to think. I'm like, what is it? All my names are so similar and stuff. I guess it's really easy to confuse things. But yeah, pick up your Edelgards and kill her, just like in the canon route in Three Houses.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, on to other pastures, I guess. We had the Spring Banner. That was next, and the Spring Banner existed, which was great. I guess, I mean, it was pretty, at least unit-wise, in terms of like their viability and stuff. Like, I think only Erica really shined.
Popped off.
Yeah, popped off. And not gonna lie, Erica did do a lot better than I thought she did. I was a little bit concerned about her nuking capabilities, but I shouldn't have been concerned, because she's like popping off in terms of the nuking.
She's definitely like a delete button at the moment. Like the amount of special jumps she gets just lets her use like cooldown or big specials like really effectively, and you tie that with crazy range, and it's usually a pretty good combination.
Doing the numbers for her, I mean, she just had ridiculous boosted damage and ridiculous true damage and ways to get cooldown, and we just knew she was going to absolutely smack things.
Yeah. I was like building for SDR, the Baldur that I have, and I was trying to take suggestions for builds, and apparently like even plus 10 Baldurs can struggle against Spring Erica. And if Baldur struggles against a plus 10, like Ike Ring, etc., fully built against Erica, can struggle against Erica, then that just shows how big of a nuke button she is. She is a little bit hindered by her being a cav, just as normal cavs are. So like when you encounter like terrain with trees or trenches and stuff like that, it can be a bit tricky, but she does have the 3 range style similar to Summer Celica, and so it's not like the worst thing in the world. Like, she still has really strong range. regardless of that, even if the map's like not that great for her.
Yeah, that range gives you a lot of flexibility. That 3 range, that 3 space range is kind of just insane. Like I'm kind of surprised they gave it to as many units as they have so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. Like it's on Brave Harmonic Lin and Summer Celica, I think, currently. At least for calves. Obviously for swords or infantries, it's on Brave Byleth and Brave Harmonic Celica. So that's like 5, which is a lot.
Right.
For like such a powerful, They had momentum on like Emblem Sigurd only, and he still only has it on as a B.
Hey, we got it as an echo skill. It's fine, guys. You know what I mean?
I just...
Oh my gosh.
Who was it? It was Oblivion. It was in your... No, you know what? No, we haven't gotten there yet. Sorry, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, back to spring. Back to spring. Everything about this unit is just crazy. And then there was the rest of the banner. They existed.
I mean, okay. I want to talk about Soth, because Soth for me is such a interesting case, because like we get Soth, right, which is like, sure, I don't care, I don't want to push Soth because he's wearing bunny ears, but the point is more that we get our first arcane seasonal weapon, which I think a lot of people, you know, kind of saw the painting on the wall, like it was gonna happen eventually, but the fact that it's the same character and the same weapon type is what like kind of bothers me, right? Like we could talk about the free-to-play levels of availability, right? Because obviously this unit is not sparkable for a free-to-play player. You have to have Day Pass. So that is kind of problematic to an extent, I will say. But for me, like, just the selection is what's weird. Because, like, why do the exact same character with the exact same weapon type? And it's, you know, it hasn't even been that long, right? It's been like a year and a half, I think, since the last one. So I don't know. Like, it just seemed very... I don't even know. Like, it just seems weird.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Soth to be the introduction of Rearm Seasonal. I thought they would like choose a character that might potentially like be more of a headline character, like one of the lords, or like a more popular character. So I find it super weird that Soth was the one to introduce the Rearm Seasonal, because I believe if like it was Micaiah as like the Rearm Seasonal, I think people would be a lot less weird about that. And plus, not the best example, because we do have a lot of mage arcanes, but if it was like an arcane of like a less represented type, it would have been better, I think.
Right. Yeah, I think it's also kind of weird because this is setting a precedent for that. So like, let's say, like, it's possible they just do popular weapons, right? Like, oh, your next sword is a seasonal weapon, right? That would suck for people who want swords, because obviously swords are a very, very common weapon type that everyone builds. But like, it would be even worse in my opinion if it's a rare weapon type. Like, imagine if your only arcane beast flyer, your only arcane colorless tome is seasonal locked. Well, then you're a free-to-play player, and you've been waiting to build your Tibarn for 6 years, and now you can't do it guaranteed, right? You're just rolling, you know,
you have 70%
pulling the slots,
chance.
Essentially.
A 70% chance, yep.
Yeah, and the same with Colorless Tome, right? Like, you literally, I don't know who, like, I guess Nime. You've been waiting to build Nime for 5 years, and now you gotta wait for the Colorless Bride Tome. Like, I don't know. I think that is a bit of a contentious point, right? The good side, I guess, like, because we definitely want to talk about both sides, is that we're getting more arcane weapons possibly. So that means like maybe we'll get to those rarer weapon types sooner. I'll believe it when I see it, but that is a possibility.
But I would argue one of the best things they've done recently is they've given us inheritable weapons, like regular inheritable weapons that are actually really good. And I don't want more arcane weapons. I want more of the inheritable ones. So I don't know about that.
I would agree with you if the Tempest Trial units existed, but now we have to pull from.
No, that's true.
So it's like, oh, that's a great weapon on that 4-star. And for like, you know, just a little bit of a self anecdote. Like, I went all the way to Spark for Minerva, trying to get Minerva. I didn't get a single one, and she's 4-star special rate. So like, you can get screwed, and she was green, which is like the best color like rates, right?
Yeah.
So like, I think not to gripe on the Tempest Trial change again, because it comes up all the time, but I really did love that. Like, you could get a really good weapon like an arena axe or sword. I forgot which one it was. I think axe. Right, from the Tempest Trial, or no, sword. From the Tempest Trial unit, right? Mm-hmm. But now you have to pull for it. So, like, if I'm pulling for a demote weapon, I'd rather just go for an arcane weapon if I'm going to spend orbs, right? Yeah, I mean, at least you're getting a more powerful weapon for your investment, unless you're just lucky, unlike me, and you get you spend 5 orbs and you get your inheritable weapon. Then I guess it doesn't really matter.
And we also have to remember rearms are not just about the arcane weapon; it's also about them being fodder banks as well.
Yeah.
And so,
right,
like if we're going to pull for something, we might as well choose the one with the weapon and the fodder and everything. And I will say, one good thing about rearm seasonals being a thing is that rearm seasonals have a lot more of a consistent rerun schedule. And so if you have something like Fey Pass, or you plan your orb bank really well as an F2P player, you can like time your investments really, really well to be able to stock up on the rearm seasonal like Soth, if you are that into like optimizing skills and such like that. And so that is one thing that we have to consider as well with rearm seasonals.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it Jafar?
No, stop. If that was Spring Jafar, I would quit the game. That would have been done.
I remember us talking about that. Yeah.
that would have been more creative than Sotho. This banner is boring.
Yes, I agree.
It is.
So
I
agree.
Boring.
And if it was at Spring, I would agree with you. I would be very over the top for Jafar ult. But for Spring Jafar, that's like them shooting me in the back. Like oh my gosh.
Don't worry, we'll
been
have
6 years, and Jafar's a more popular unit. I don't.
He's so cool.
Is he?
Oh my gosh, he's so cool.
Is he?
But Tellius is not very popular.
How dare you?
Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad game. That is not the case there. But the thing with Tellius is the folks who love it really loudly. And yeah, that's
we're passionate people.
Absolutely, and you should be. They're great games. Like, I'm not saying they're not, but if you look at the overall popularity, I mean, the only reason Ike is popular is really because of Smash. That's the big thing where he really came into popularity. So
I see.
Again, not a comment. Like, don't come for the comments there. I'm not saying that
Tellius bros get him.
Joel is treading on very treading
thin
waters
ice
right now. Thin ice, yes, with Oblivion in the call.
Man. Someone is going to find my home on Google Maps and point to it, and I'm just going to get flaming piles of poo on my front doorstep for now until eternity.
That's the sin of speaking out against Tellius, I guess.
True.
Back to more logical statements, though. This is so boring. Like, Soth is a rearmed again, and Erica is a 3-ranged cav. And we just had those. Thor is another Thor, and Dorothy. I mean,
I don't know why IS hates Dorothea. Like, I thought Dorothea was like super popular. Why
how do they hate her?
Wait,
how do they hate her?
She's like constantly a 4-star. I don't understand.
She has a Harmonic and she has a Summer ult. That's a 5-star. And she has a Winter ult. That's a 5. This is her 5th version. I think they like her a lot. Okay. Also, they didn't make her a dancer because they know that would make her worse. So you know what? I think that's all love right there.
Okay, fair point on the dancer bit. I will concede.
She also has Shadow Shift 3, which I just want to call that out real quick. Shadow Shift 3 fodder, amazing. That's so cool.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's great, but it's on a seasonal. So it's
like, yes, exactly.
I mean, it's, I don't know.
I mean, baby steps, I guess.
Yeah. Man,
right,
imagine if we had a Tempest Trial unit with Shadow Shift 3. Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, I kind of wish they move away from bunnies, to be perfectly honest, for spring and like do literally anything else.
Sakura Festival. You're a Japanese company. Do a Sakura Festival.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I like Spring Lucina, even though I never summoned for her, but I think it has run its course.
It was, well, it's funny for like the first year, maybe two, and then it's one of those things that kind of runs its course. I bring back the pirate banner and sit it right there.
Yes.
I'd be so happy.
We don't need the pirate banner. We can do like a modern banner instead.
Stop. I mean, I wouldn't
double
be against
ninjas.
That,
double ninjas.
No, they're already running low on ninjas. To be honest, like that's kind of. I feel like you bring back pirates. Maybe you do a modern. Maybe you bring back the thief banner, right? You do like that. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
A mage banner, like you get a dress. Something like that. Just be more creative, because like I'm so over like spring, brides, children banner, Christmas. Like they're all so like boring, and they don't have to be boring. But ICE just puts in like minimal effort when it comes to like designs.
Yeah, and it's never been more on showcase than here. Like this is so boring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally. Agreed. Did anyone pull here? I know DTM didn't, so I don't know why I'm asking, but Joel, did you pull?
One free pull, and that was it.
Me too. Same.
I summoned on the free summon as well. Like that gives me credit, right?
Okay, sure.
But yeah, spring banner is the spring banner. Only Erica was really of note, although obviously Soth does have the rearm seasonal as a precedent. I guess that means we'll see more rearm seasonals for like the next banners, which will be interesting. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, spring banners. Yeah, go ahead.
I will make an exception for my complaining about this when they give us the rearmed spoon, just because it'll take me back to Effie, back to the very beginning, and I will forgive them for that. IS, you can do that.
All right, one more spring banner with the rearm spoon. Let's do it.
I mean, if they did that, it'd be more fun, right? I feel like they should do that. They should lean more into the wacky stuff, right? Like
absolutely.
Or like a fork or something like that. Just happy fun times. Speaking of happy fun times, we have the Blazing Blade banner and the rise of melee calves, thanks to the new, very impactful C skill that they just witnessed. So yeah, I guess Blazing Blade was the expected new heroes. It's been a while since Binding or Blazing has gotten a new heroes banner, and honestly, even though I like literally don't know like who a lot of these people are, like Lowen and Wallace. Seeing like Attune, Eliwood, and Entwine Ninian here is actually really, really cool, and I like their designs for this banner. Yeah,
I mean, I'm always a fan. I actually do like that this new heroes banner and Sacred Stones actually has new heroes on it. I think that's great. I know that Lowen's not like a very popular character, but like Marcus finally getting in the game is really cool. I wish he would be the one with the preference weapon, considering how important he is to both FE6 and FE7, but I don't know why they decided against that. And gave him Grandpa BST, but sure, whatever. But I do like that. I'm always happy to see new characters getting in the game. Wallace too as the GHB, which is nice. When it comes to Ninian and Eliwood, I'm fine with it. I think Eliwood kind of gets the short end of the stick out of the three lords most of the time, so seeing him get some love is nice. And I am a massive Ninian fan. We'll talk about her implementation. I think that's a bit more of a talking point, but I do just love seeing Ninian.
I have to start off with, in general, I like this banner, and I don't mind the power level at all. Like, this isn't insane power creep, but it's like Eliwood having Hector's clothes is just that's kind of fun. So, but what did they do to Marcus?
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny because like anyone who's played those games is like my boy, and everybody else is like, who's Marcus? But yeah, if you don't know, Marcus is like the Titania, like the Jagan of FE6 and FE7. So he's kind of, at least for Elite, he's a pretty important character.
I mean, it's the same way how they treat like Har or Seth or like,
that's true, actually.
Or Titania herself. Yeah.
No, it's
doing
not.
A callback.
Because they didn't give them Grandpa BST.
That's true. That's true.
They even made his stats bad.
Yeah, I don't know why too, because this is young Marcus. This is like Marcus when he's like in his 30s. So like, why did they give him Grandpa BST?
I don't know.
Once you're past like the 25 age, like you're a grandpa, right? Don't you know?
Oh my gosh. You're hurting all of us at the same time with that, DTM. I don't know.
Kamikaze by words. What?
Exactly.
Why? Why would you do that?
Know. It's pretty lame. I have to admit, it's pretty lame. And then they also were like, "Here's defense res clash. You've been waiting for it for years."
Insult to injury. Here's the pre-fodder to nothing.
Right, to no skill ever. Yeah.
Like, would we even want a defense res XL or Clash or something like that? There's not a lot of usage for that, I would imagine. So,
I mean, this is their chance. They could have done defense res Clash 4, right? They would have done literally nothing for the game. It wouldn't have changed anything, but it would have given out a tier 4 skill. It would have been like a sign of good faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's a tier 4 skill. But instead they give us 3, and it doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
I don't understand anything about this unit. I had the hardest time on recording this video. I was like, keep calm, keep calm.
I haven't played FE7. Is there any potential reason you can think of as to why Marcus is the demote while Lowen got like the 5-star treatment?
Literally none. Literally none. Lowen's not even a good unit. Like he's fine. You know what I mean? Like he's just like I don't even use him in my runs. Like literally. So I was so baffled. That's why when I saw Lowen first, I was like, oh, they're putting Lowen in but not Marcus? That's weird. And then Marcus was the demote, and I was like, what? Like, if you go back and watch my reaction, I'm just confused. I'm so baffled on what's going on.
I do remember that. Yeah.
It's just he's not even. Okay. I'm okay.
For the 5 Lowen fans out there, you won the lottery. So pop
Did
off.
Did they? Have you seen his weapon? I don't think they did.
I mean,
oh my gosh.
They won the lottery. This is like winning the. This is like winning the lottery and you get tickets instead of orbs. Like it's that kind of lottery. Like that's.
You won the lottery and you get like $2 in prize pool.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Like, hey, you won a vacation to nowhere. Like, okay, cool. But I mean, like his weapon's ultra mid, right? And then his fodder is not even good. You have Flame Wall, which is like fine, I guess, but no one's really using that.
Yeah.
Attack Defense XL, nobody's using, and then AD Outcry Dole. Sure, I guess maybe, I don't know, in some very niche situation, maybe one person wants that. It's just so, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
This is too far. This is too far. But he feels like Luke. You know, that pity breaker that you keep getting, and you're like, no, not another Luke. That's what you're gonna. Another Lowen. What am I gonna do?
Literally, he's the new Ford. He's like the new Ford, literally.
Yeah.
Which sucks. Like they need to stop doing that because I hate getting these demos of these cav units I'm never gonna use.
Yeah, but hey, maybe now they can have use with Eliot's new skill, the Outcry Seas. Like it's totally good. Nurgle's such a
my gosh. I mean, Nurgle's a great unit. I love Nurgle. I love that he's so thematic and like his value has somehow came back and forth, right? Which is cool. And then they try to kill it again for like what is the 3rd time now of them trying to kill this thing.
Yep.
And like they do it in this skill where there's no meta melee calves. Like you could maybe you can argue for Ymir and Ingrid, maybe, right? That's pretty much it. It's like, okay, I don't know. Like it's just so random in my opinion. Like I really don't know what they were going for here.
I mean, I think they were trying to make it thematic. Like, obviously, Eliot having this skill that would counter Nurgle thematically actually works really well, and I dig it. But I don't understand why they have that melee calf restriction. If it was just calf restriction, it would be fine. You can put that on a bunch of units, like Heimdallr, Erica. Like, there's a bunch of range calves that are in the meta. But for melee calves, it's literally the units that you mentioned and now Eliot, and that's literally it.
Right.
This banner was so hard for me. Again, like in concept, I like what they did with this banner, but and I don't even know if we switched yet. But then we go to Impetus Guard that has momentum. as the prerequisite. I'm like, no, that's terrible.
You want to kill a Sigurd for no reason? Like, you get 3 momentum off of it. Yeah. I don't know. And then we get momentum echo. It's like a double slap in the face. I don't know. Like, it was the choice, that's for sure.
Oh, okay, we've gotten to it. This was in your chat, and I don't remember who said this because I was watching your video. I laughed so hard that they super chatted this, and it was Impetus Guard is on more units now than Momentum was. I laughed so hard.
I think it was Jim. I think Jim said that. And I was dying. I was laughing so hard at that. I really don't understand any of their decision making when it comes to things like this, but it is what it is, I guess.
It is funny, I will say. That Impetus Guard.
It is funny.
It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
This is a good skill, though. Impetus Guard is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think if we have more Cavs, or like I think I was talking about this in the reaction, where like we need a way to bring Cavs back, because Pathfinder was that strategy that Cavs could work really well in when it came to like SD, and now like that's not a real thing anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe they find some way to like bring back Pathfinder, or like make a new type of Pathfinder or something like that, so that Cavs can start working with that again. I don't know.
I think that.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, I think what Cavs need is to have more Emblem Ericas, essentially. Just have like melee Cavs with 2-range style and actually nuke well. So maybe that's how we can.
I'm tired of styles already. Like, they were such a cool mechanic at first, and now it just feels like a way to make everything into a range unit.
Yeah. And it's not as if the maps were too small already, right?
Right. Exactly. So it makes range units worse, right? Like, because now you're like, well, why would I use a range unit when I can use a melee unit that has range abilities, but also has better Kanto, because they can't really get Kanto controlled, right? They still always get Kanto 1 at least, and they have better bulk. It's like, okay, well, I guess so. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they have to have these range units like Lyn and like Erica. And I guess Celica too, that have these 3-range styles, so that they actually have a range advantage. And even then, it's not always a range advantage, right? So, yeah. I don't know. They should just make all the maps twice as big. Like, just don't tell anyone. Just put it in an announcement. Hey, the maps are bigger. Don't tell them how big or nothing. Just surprise everyone.
And don't explain it. It'll be random.
Right. Every map is a different size. and
that would be interesting.
1 out of 100 rolls. And 1 out of 100 rolls, the map is smaller. You're just right next to each other.
What was that map that had the one bridge, and you were in arena, and you were set immediately across from each other like short ways, supposedly?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You get that map.
I remember that. Yeah.
And in SD, it's just whoever goes first just wins. That's
right.
It.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That'd be horrible but funny. As a unit though, how are you guys? I actually free pulled Eliwood actually.
Nice.
But I haven't played with him. He's level 1. I pulled a DTM. So he's level 1. But like my only problem with him, like without playing with him, is like that a lot of his unique cool effects are in his weapon. Like they're either in that C slot, right? Or his preference weapon, or his preference skill, I should say. I wish that there's 2 things I wish. I wish that the anti-Nurgle was in his weapon, so it would give Eliwood himself value, right? So you'd actually have a reason, like, okay, hey, I'm gonna bring this melee cav, which is kind of unoptimal, but because he's giving me Nurgle protection, it's like a unique, powerful effect. The second thing that they really dropped the ball on, in my opinion, is they gave him the legendary Yuri effect, where he can cleanse himself of stall. If they would have made it so that he cleanses stall on your entire team, all of a sudden, Eliwood actually provides a really unique, powerful support in this meta in particular, because of Heimdallr, right? So I think if they would have done that, it would have actually, it wouldn't have made Eliwood broken by any means, but it would have made him a very powerful niche pick you could use in the current meta.
Yeah. I think as it stands, like the bonus doubler-esque effect that he has, like, is not as strong as an effect as like a lot of the other effects that we currently have, or in Legendary Eliwood's debut, like when he first came out. It's just not that important, especially in an era where true damage is the most important thing. And so that sort of thing that made him unique, that bonus doubler that he carries to this attuned version, unfortunately, it's not strong enough to justify using him for that. And unfortunately, outside of that, he doesn't do anything else, really, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, he's not that stellar of a nuke. He's not that stellar of a tank. So it's just using a slot on your team.
Have you seen him in action? Because this is one of those things, like I was crunching the numbers, and you know how some things these things are. Like, you have to see a unit in action to really verify that. But the numbers said he really should be hitting pretty hard. I know you need more in this day and age. Like, you have to be a good nuke and a million other things. But the numbers said he really should have been doing pretty well. But it was also boosted damage, and it was all conditionally on his special. And that's a lot of conditionally. So I've been waiting for reports, and I haven't gotten them yet.
I haven't seen him in action, so I can't really say.
I haven't seen a single Eliwood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, maybe he's better than he seems. Like, I should probably level him up and try him out and find out for myself. For his support options, I'm just not very high on them because, like you said, like back in the day, Legendary Eliwood stat boosting was like premium stat boosting, and stats were important at that point. So like being able to get that many on a global buff, right, was such a big deal. With this Eliwood, stats are devalued compared to what they were before. You're still getting a lot of stats here, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it's not global. It's a 3x3, which I wish it was a 5x5. That way it wouldn't be global, but it'd be at least like very, very big.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, like the actual bonuses you'd want don't come in the form of stats. They come in the form of flat DR and true damage, right?
Yeah.
And I wish they would have done that, where like maybe he's a bonus doubler Zenith with a better range. I think that would have been pretty cool.
That would,
you know
be
what I mean?
Cool.
Like,
yeah.
Give him five rows, 5 columns. He gives out the bonus doubler effect, still, and then he also gives out flat DR and true damage, and maybe some other thing. Like, he cleanses stall, right? That's unique enough and flexible enough that it could be really valuable. But as it is right now, like, I think you'd only really use him maybe in like a stat ball team, like where you're like trying to have like all your supports together and they're all just trying to provide support to each other and like slowly move at the enemy. I could see him maybe being used there. In Aetherids, I don't know, right? Like maybe, but I just feel like there's other more valuable things you'd rather have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So, and you guys can tell me, this is something I have been looking at recently, and I'm curious what you guys say, but I feel like they've started to tax rearmed and attuned units and make them not as good. I've been looking back at some of the original ones they put out. They were really strong, and we've had exceptions. Like I actually think Hector was a really good unit. Recently Ryoma was good, but if you look at a lot of the others, they're good, but they all seem like they had potential and then they took something out. Like, just like you're saying with Eliwood, there should have been more support and call back to that original legendary version. There just wasn't.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought. I'd have to look at the actual list and think about that. Maybe I could see them doing that though, just because like attunes sell naturally, right? Attunes sell naturally for a few reasons. Typically, they're a popular character, first of all. Second of all, they're skill duplicators. And then third of all, of course, they have the attune skill.
Yep.
So I could see that being like, well, these units already sell well, so we don't need to make them as broken. Like, they're not, attuned Micaiah, right? Like, attuned Micaiah was like, crazy when she came out. So maybe that's true. I'd have to look and like actually like, really look at the stats and like the units themselves. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not going back far enough. I mean, if you look like over the past 6 months, Ryoma, Hinoka, Soren, Vanitas, Lysithia, La Rochelle, Soth, and Eliwood.
Yeah, it's mostly just Ryoma, really.
Ryoma.
Like,
I have seen people use rearmed Soren.
Yeah.
He's okay, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen rearmed Larshell, actually, mostly because of Guardian, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to duplicate that, you might as well use Larshell, too, So.
Absolutely. Yeah. If it wasn't on Hortensia, I would have got it.
But why wouldn't you summon for your favorite unit character ever?
Nope. Not bad. I've been doing a great job of skipping banners. It feels nice. It's like, nope, I don't need that. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty. It'll be interesting then to see the next attuned unit and see if it follows the same pattern or not.
I think it's generally just hit or miss, honestly. Like sometimes they'll pop off and then sometimes they'll be complete duds. And I don't think there's like anything intentional with that. I just think Ice does not have like, exactly the best balance when it comes to like designing that sort of thing.
That is very true.
I mean, that's fair. That's very fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of balance, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is Ninian and dancers. And
Wow. Fat shaming Ninian. That's crazy.
I mean, okay. Is there any reason to use Ninian as a dancer? No. Okay.
No.
I was hoping there was something.
I think me and Joel are legendary Ninian lovers. We
Yes.
think she's a fantastic unit, and they really didn't make her like that much better, and they also didn't address her major weaknesses that like legendary Ninian has. Like something I was expecting to see on the next iteration of Ninian was the removal of isolation, because it's such an antiquated clause in the game currently, right? We have units like freaking Byleth. like you don't need to put isolation on units anymore. And so for me, that was one major thing. And then the second major thing is like we've been talking about the death of the dancer. Dancers' values have just plummeted to the ground, essentially. They've never been lower than they are currently. And so if you really want to use a dancer, they need to offer not only something unique, they need to offer something extremely powerful. And Ninian really does not do that. Right. What was unique and powerful when she came out, legendary Ninian, was the double dance, right? Her being able to do that. But now you can do that on literally any unit. So like it's like it's just not what it was.
And the thing where you can't activate it on turn 1, where she doesn't
Yes.
self-refresh on turn 1, that's even if
true.
it just would have done that, I think that would have been a huge improvement.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't understand. Okay, maybe I do understand because they're, I guess, just like lifting it from legendary Ninian, but I don't understand why they kept those two things, like the turn 2 and the isolation. I feel like we've gotten so many units that don't have the self-isolation. Like we can talk about like young female Robin was the first one that you can really do it really well. And now it's basically everywhere with like Ingrid and Veronica, I believe. And again, with the introduction of Byleth Ring, regular dancers are just flat out worse because Byleth Rings, it re-enables Canto and your generic dancer doesn't. Now, Ninian's does re-enables the Canto, but she doesn't really do anything else besides that. The only effect that she grants is the 2-range style, which is really, really good. Don't get me wrong. But the problem with that having on the dance, and specifically to that specific target of yours, is that it is very, very slow. You have to end turn with the nuke that you want to use it on, and then dance with Ninian for that target. And then you can use the 2-range style. So that's like 2 turns in SD. And 2 turns in SD is a long time. And so unfortunately, it's just not quick enough.
Even in Aether Raids right now, that's a long time. Like that's a lot of actions to waste on a team.
Yep.
Also, that is true as well. Yeah. And so
I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't. Like you should give out some of the more powerful support effects at the start of turn, right? Or like after, like maybe both, right? After start of turn, after unit act, something like that.
Right.
Even as a buff, like that could be valuable if it's cleansed. And range 2 style is the thing that's really going to make her stand out, and you really don't get access to it. So like it makes her weaker. And then they also kind of like did just the inverse of legendary Ninian, where legendary Ninian does treachery, and now this one does dominance. It's like, okay, like like you could have been a little bit more creative. I don't know. Like it's yeah.
And the thing about treachery is it adds on to AoEs, and so it for what she wants to do, I think it's just better. I said something stupid in the video I was doing, and I said that Mythic Lyn was a better dancer than this Ninian. And yeah, that was not smart of me. I got murder for that one.
but are you
really?
wrong,
I mean,
though? Are you
wrong though? Like literally, Byleth Ring, and you're pretty much there.
Yeah.
Like
This is
2-range
such a
style
weird
is.
time.
If you're playing with a style unit, right? Style is so important to everything, like all your decision making, all your ability to initiate combat, everything, right? You don't want to waste an action ending a unit's action, dancing that unit, then finally getting to use the style, right? So if you have Mythic Lyn, and especially in Aether Raids, where you could use her as your possible Mythic, right? If you want to put that 10+10 investment in, then she probably is a better dancer. Like, let's just be real, like she probably is.
They hated him because
Yeah.
he spoke the truth. SMH.
Yep.
It
I-
might just be that FE7 folks are just very tired of seeing so many Lins.
I don't blame them. I mean, I don't blame them. I prefer Ninian as well, but like, you gotta be realistic, right? Like, they did not treat Ninian well. I feel like this is like Azura again on the Ilian banner, where like, you know what I mean? They release Azura, and then they hit them with the Byleth right afterwards, and you're like, oh man. Like,
Azura has an amazing niche as a 2-range dancer, guys. Like, never before seen. And then by the way, you just put on the healer and have 2-range dance. And
the funniest thing is before this started, I was watching Satachi's SD run, and Azura killed his Byleth. Or no, it was his Selka. I don't remember. It was just so funny though. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's the revenge. Azura revenge.
I feel like I'm just bringing hate, but I actually thought that Azura was more unique than this unit here. So
I mean,
she's a flyer at least. I mean,
that is true.
I think flyers are just clearly better than cats. It's not even close.
I mean, her niche is that she's the best auto battle dancer in the game.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Okay, Joel, you lost me there.
This is now the Ninian Slander podcast. I'll accept your
Ninian,
subs
though.
leaving.
I love Ninian.
Ninian.
Yeah, I love Ninian too. I just think I think it just tells you the state of dancers, right? The state of dancers is that bad right now. And if I was an Azura fan and Azura just won CYL, I would be praying to Naga that they do not do Brave Azura dirty. Because you know what? If they made Brave Azura today, which they probably did, to be fair, like they probably play in her kit right now, it's not gonna be good. they need to give her some. They either need to change how dancers work mechanically, like I've been talking about forever, where they can store dances or something like that, right? Something actually unique. Or they need to just make her the most cracked unit ever. They need to give her gallop at start of turn, 1 billion true damage, cleanses every unit like Micaiah does. Like, they need to give her everything in the kitchen sink to make her good, because dancers are just so bad.
Yeah, that's the state of dancers, which is a shame, but I guess that's
State of
how. Okay. Welcome to the State of FEH Podcast.
It's kind of funny though, because like if you go back to 2017 for the people who were there, right, and you told them, hey, dancers suck and healers are the best units in the game, they would ridicule you so hard.
That's
This is like the biggest reversal or like Uno reverse card or something I've ever seen in terms of archetypes. Like,
man,
yeah, who thought even just your generic healers would be this good? Like, wow.
Or if you told them that infantries were the worst movement type, they would be like, you're lying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because infantries were so, well, I guess technically caps were so dominant year one, but infantries were a second, they were second place at least. But man, I think that'd be so funny if you could do that some way. Obviously you can't, but
just
the reactions of people.
Build a time machine and bring people from 2017 and just...
Or even if you could find a player who played in like 2017 and be like, come check out Faye right now. That would be like the best video ever. Like, hey.
Oh, I had him in the comments, and the poor guy was like, wait, I haven't played in a while. What do you mean dancers are bad? I was like, oh.
Invite them.
I don't know.
Make a podcast.
I don't know if I can explain that.
Just
Time to
record
sit
that
down.
reaction. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, at least her outfit's good, right? I actually do really like her
she's
outfit a
so
lot.
cute. She is cute, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm calling my shot again. Second shot of the podcast. I think we're getting Emblem Roy this month. It's happening, guys. It's finally happening. I'm not coping for sure. Definitely getting Emblem Roy.
We shall see. We have like
to be.
7 days.
It just has to be.
Right. We're getting Emblem Roy. There's going to be another Forging Bonds for no reason. And it's going to be Emblem Roy with his mom and dad. And they're going to be like, look, see, this is canon. This is correct.
And Oblivion calls himself not a shipper, SMH.
I'm not a shipper. I'm not a shipper. I read the story.
That's what all shippers say.
Nope.
Okay, that's a lie because people have rare pairs and stuff like that. But anyways, you get an idea. People shipping characters that have literally never met. Not being
Spider-Man Lucina.
Okay, whatever. Anyway. I think the only thing we have left to talk about, because yeah, unfortunately, there's not much to talk about with Ninian and dancers right now in terms of like usage, is the refines. And, you know, they've been on a really, really good streak recently with refines. This one was also really, really good, right?
I mean, all things must come to an end, right?
I guess.
So I don't know. I feel like the match isn't as bad as we initially thought. I do think that Robin and Hinoka are better than we originally anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the other units, not so much. Like they got beat up, man. Like Roshia, I think his name is. His refine is just, you know, it exists. It's there. It's a preference weapon technically. Yeah, like. Not the best. I think the other ones are like okay, like they're fine, they're usable, but like I think the one that like we've actually seen do things recently is Robin's, because the amount of special jump he can get, the special acceleration he can get, lets him use Comet really effectively, and Comet's a really good special.
Yeah, that was something I didn't consider when initially looking at his refine, because like obviously there's like the doubling down on the Unity, and I did see like the special jump, but I didn't put it in my head that we now have Comet too, and that combined just like is really, really good, because Comet is like insanely powerful, and if you can consistently charge it, it's like ridiculous. And so yeah, I guess it's like the little things that really, really made this Robin a lot better than I initially thought.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the 2 Comet hit Robin is. Like the 2 Comets in one combat. I think it's Lagoo's Friend 4. Is that right?
Is it? I'm trying to think of what. Yeah, it's Lagoo's Loyalty.
Lagoo's Loyalty. So it was one of the
Loyalty. Yeah. Lagoo's Loyalty and Struct build is what I've been seeing with Comet.
Yep.
Just Instruct giving that extra flat DR and sheer damage, which is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been seeing that, and it's been working pretty well. Like I said, it's not the ideal refine in my opinion. I was really hoping we would swing back into the Unity meta, right? Get that going.
Yeah.
Instead, they kind of gave him more of a. They kind of leaned more into like a Brave Robin or a Young Robin-esque effect, where it's more about specials. Which Legendary Robin was never really about, but I'm fine with that. If that's like the path they want to take Robins, I guess it's a pretty solid niche.
Mm-hmm. And like Grand Strategy is still useful as a support. Like obviously it's not the craziest thing in the world, but you know, not having these insane debuffs that are often applied at the start of turn is really nice. And so yeah, that is actually pretty helpful. I would have liked it more so we could return to the Unity meta, because that was like actually peak Fae, honestly, or at least peak SD. But yeah, I guess we have to live with this. I haven't actually seen Hinoka's all that often. I do know she's currently bonus in SDS right now, but unfortunately I didn't encounter any Hinokas. What are you seeing people use or do with Hinoka and her refine?
I've just seen like the typical builds. Like I really haven't really seen anything insane with her builds, but I've seen her kill things which I was like, how does she kill that? You know what I mean? Like those kind of moments. Because like obviously nowadays with Fae math, it's like impossible to. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult to actually calculate matchups with the limited amount of time you have, unless you're playing Ether Rates and you're like gonna sit there for 30 minutes. Right. But like she would just go up and like attack something and she'd kill it, and I'm like, wait, how does she do that? So I think, you know, she got all of, like the foundational effects that she was missing, like the true damage and the flat DR and stuff, right? And she got like some okay support. So I guess it just worked out well. You know what I really think it is, now that I think about it? I think it's just flyers are so good, right? So like the fact she has access to all those broken flyer skills. Even if she doesn't get access to the melee ones, the range ones are pretty good too. So maybe that's why she's actually popping off. It's not really the strength of her refine or remix. She's just in the best in slot like movement type at the moment. You know what I mean?
I could definitely see that. Yeah.
I think both of these units, if you have them merged up for arena, then you can now use them better in arena, and that's for at least for that it's good. And I mean that's where they're really meant to be used, and so that's I think that is a fantastic thing to be able to revamp those units. But this batch of refines, the problem was the refines were such a high point for a couple months in a row, and this is okay. It's it's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. I like how they took Flavia's refine, and to make it look like it was a better refine than it was, they described how Bulwark works instead of just putting Bulwark. They're like, there's the full description of the effect, and you read it and you're like, that's just Bulwark, and they're like, no, it's not. Don't worry,
It's totally different, guys.
Which is so weird because Flavia wasn't even like really a god sword unit. She was more like an offensive sword unit. So
Yeah.
but it is what it is, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, it is what it is. All good things must come to an end. Hopefully the next refined batch will be good. And this one was just like a blip, Maybe that's just me coping, but they were really good 2 months. So maybe like that was just a blip, and the next one, maybe this one was just by dev 2 or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Do we know, is there a remix coming up next month?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because normally they alternate, right?
Well, in the beginning of the year, they kind of do a couple in a row, and then it alternates afterwards.
Okay.
Like we'll get them January and February usually, but then after that it alternates. So I guess if we got one in March, it would not be until probably May.
Yeah. Okay, according to this infographic, if it's correct, the next remix will be in May, or at least the next remix banner. So it'll probably be then when we have the next one. So that's a really good question, actually.
Let me see. So it'd be May. So it should be Rare.
And Gateau is the question mark prediction from Albert Meadows.
Yeah, so Freyr Gateau, I could see that.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Oh my god, please make Freyr terrible. Make it so that when
Freyr
it says
was the
on there
savior of Ether Race.
Nope.
Like actually.
It says at start of turn, if fall starts on the team, I automatically lose and explode. You just see Freyr turn to a little explosion. You should do that.
So
what if Freyr counters Heimdallr by removing that status?
Oh my gosh! I would be so conflicted. I would be the most conflicted person ever. I'd like Freyr's just misogynistic. He just can't let a woman be strong,
So many off-season Aether Raids Freyrs would pop up.
Yeah. Off-season
offense Freyr.
Freyr.
Offense Freyr. Oh my gosh.
April, the prediction right now is Ascended Fjorm, which is interesting. And that's really the only interesting thing with April.
Dang.
So, Bridal Catria should be June or July. How's that?
I don't think that's happening. I don't think she's getting a refine. I think she's getting the Reinhardt treatment. She's getting locked up.
I mean,
I don't know.
We had our Fallen Edelgard refine, right? So maybe.
But we know that, okay, DTM, me and you are truthers. We know that Edelgard was not as strong as everyone made her out to be, right? And IS knew that too. Yeah. That's why she got a refine. But everybody in the world knows that Catria was broken. Like, she's getting put in jail.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know. I would like the return of the Catria meta. Honestly, Catria was just
yeah,
really fun.
Well, Catria was the great equalizer, right? I mean, that's you had someone's +10 armor that they wailed out for, and someone comes in with, just a nuke and Bridal Catria, and they disappeared. Yeah. There were things that were fun about that because, that's.
It made SD approachable.
Absolutely.
Or more approachable, at least, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then July, we have possibly Camilla and Guinevere. That's kind of interesting.
Ooh.
Guinevere, I've got Meadows and Albert are predicting Guinevere and Haether. So that's.
I do see Haether. Yeah,
those are coming. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. We got some interesting ones lining up soon. So that'd be.
Yeah.
I think those are always the most fun, the remixes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. I think that's about everything that we have to talk about. Pretty short amount of stuff, but I guess that's to be expected. It's always chill after. Actually, no, we need to talk about the most devastating travesty that has ever happened in FEH, and that is Ike winning AHR. Oh my gosh, I am so sad about that.
Never mind, I'm with you on that one.
I just want to, like, I don't know who voted for. I didn't see a single. I saw one person in the comment section say they vote for Ike. So it must have just been like the ultra casuals, because like I didn't either that or my conspiracy theories, right? And IS was like, no, you don't get Biles for free. Let's just swap those scores up real quick.
I mean, KCB voted for him, right?
No, he didn't.
Wait, KCB voted for Ike? Why?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Oh gosh.
Okay, Oblivion, you need to kick him off your podcast. Just
no, we gotta edit this out. They're gonna come for him. I voted for Biles day one. I was on Biles since the beginning, so that's where I was.
You notice, KCB, I'm not explaining anything on that, so good luck.
Wow. Okay.
Dang. I mean, I felt like Ike wasn't like as bad when we weren't getting it for free, right? We weren't getting it from the codes for free. I felt like it was like, okay, sure. But once we were getting it free for codes, it was rough. Especially because Biles was right there, and Biles was, in my opinion, Biles was the best option possible.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I was voting for Elise just because I didn't have her, but yeah, overall, Byleth was the best option in general. And nope,
He's just trying to save orbs for himself.
Hey, if I didn't have to summon on AHR, that would have been great. But the voting gauntlet did me dirty. Did everyone dirty, honestly.
Yeah.
And like with this 3333 celebration, we even have the codes for Ike now, just like right now. And so, yeah. Have fun with your Ikes, everyone, I guess.
I mean, you can have fun with him. I don't know, like, I mean, like, he's Ike. But also, want to hear the funniest thing is that they just dropped a new thing literally while we were recording.
Wait, what?
And the 5-star hero that was summoned the most until now, like in the whole history of FEH, is the OG Brave Ike.
Really?
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
It's Ike's Day, I guess, right now.
Do you remember why that was?
Yes, I remember.
There was very limited units that they could put on those legendary banners, and he just kept on showing up, and with other units that you wanted. So
banner.
He was everywhere for a while.
So he was summoned 2.3 million times.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Yeah. I didn't know he was like that present back then.
Oh yeah, he was on every banner. I have like a plus 40 Ike. Easy.
Oh, Brave Ike. I miss the Brave Ike, Brave Lucina days. Those were the good times.
True. Best meta.
Best, yeah. Until I learned Gale Force, and then Gale Force was the best meta. But we don't talk about that. Anyways, is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we end it off?
I think that's it. Stay tuned. Make sure you're paying attention to all these crazy data stats that are very important coming from FEH soon.
Yep.
Tomorrow we're gonna learn something more insane.
Yeah. IS is trying to take my job of providing usage data, I guess, but at least they haven't done it for FT, which is like my domain.
They drop an SD sheet. Here's the actual data. And they repost it under yours. They respond to yours. So it's like
I would actually be so happy if they did that, like the actual numbers instead of our collection. Gosh. But yeah, I guess, yeah. Who knows? Maybe IS will surprise us. Thank you so much for listening to us. And thank you to, as always, for joining the podcast. Always super fun to have these conversations. And yeah, let us know down in the comments what you're most excited for this upcoming month. What addition to FEH were you most excited about? And yeah, be sure to check out both Oblivion and Joel's channels. The links are in the description and also in the collab thing that YouTube has. That thing.
And Oblivion has a new podcast you need to get to. And guys, DTM has started doing regular Aether raids again, one in which he got rank 1. So go watch those, definitely.
Yes. There's content all the time. So yeah, be sure to check that out and check out Oblivion's podcast as well. It was really, really great, honestly, just listening to discussions other than FEH. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Hope you all have an amazing rest of the night, and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.